Welcome to 12 News at 5. I'm Kariba Devine.
I'm Mark Curtis. A man is accused of reckless driving after hurting two Phoenix police officers in a head-on crash near 7th Avenue and Indian School.
12 News journalist Gabriela Becerra is live with a look at the damage that was left behind. Gabby?
Well, Mark Caribe, the impact of that crash sent the police car straight into the side of this building. You can see they've got it boarded up now, and luckily nobody was inside at the time of the crash because it caused a lot of damage. But I've been speaking with some of the people who work in this area, and they tell me they've been concerned about reckless driving on 7th Avenue for years.
This is not the Indy 500, it's 7th Avenue.
Speed is a constant threat to this stretch of 7th Avenue in central Phoenix.
It still is a speedway. You know, once they hit this curve, they are going 40, 50 miles an hour. Example.
Greg Edelman, the owner of Exposed Studio and Gallery, tells me he's seen dozens of crashes in his nearly 20 years in business here.
I'm going to say at least once a week I hear screeching and at least a crash.
But a crash last Monday night was one of the worst.
The airbags went off and there was just, you can see, this was the oil and the gasoline that came out of the car, and it was bad.
A Phoenix police patrol car was struck head-on by a suspected speeding car coming from the opposite direction. A police spokesperson says the car lost control and swerved left of the center lane. The impact sent the patrol car into a nearby business. The two officers inside are hurt but expected to recover.
They were able to talk. They were talking to us. They were conscious. They were fine. One of them was out walking around.
Police say the driver, 21-year-old Alan Sanchez, was arrested and is facing a reckless driving charge.
Most of the patrol officers that we have, they spend most of their time of their shift inside a vehicle, so traffic accidents are very likely to happen. They also see a lot of traffic accidents in the area, which is why we like to stop people who are speeding or causing reckless or having reckless behavior.
Denver Davis, the owner of Denver's Car Care Next Door, says reckless driving along this stretch of 7th Avenue is not unusual.
People will use this as a raceway, and they use that middle lane, even if there's nobody over there, they use the middle lane just to go as fast as they can.
Both Edelman and Davis say they'd like to see more traffic calming measures in the area.
If you were to sit out here for an hour, there'd probably be 10 cars that drive by doing 50 or 60, if not faster.
Always worried the next crash is going to be a lot worse.
Somebody's going to get hurt, and it's going to be bad.
And Phoenix police say they've installed those speeding cameras along different parts of the valley, trying to encourage people not to speed. Currently, there are none of those cameras along this stretch of 7th Avenue, but we know that they are mobile and they can be moved to other high-traffic areas as Phoenix PD sees fit. Live in Phoenix, Gabriela Becerra, 12 News.
All right, Gabby, thank you.